Yeah, good evening. I, I was kind of hesitant to go live tonight because I really didn't feel like talking about the issue of the running mate of President Hakainde Hichilema. I really didn't want to talk about it, but one of my good friends, who I can't mention, called me just a few minutes ago and insisted. He said, when Edgar Lungu chose Nkandu, you spoke about it. How come you don't want to talk about this one? So I think he has a point. He has a point. I did comment on the selection of Professor Nkandu when President Edgar Lungu made the nomination. Therefore, I have to talk about also today's nominations. Anyway, before I go there, I saw a number of I just put up a budget. I put up a budget because look, when you want to do something, you need to plan for it. You don't just dive in. Before I filed in my nomination, I was waiting that once I filed in my nomination, then I should be able to plan. So when you're making a plan, you always have to put also the budget. And I did the budget. That is the budget that I came up with, 1.3 million kwacha. To be honest, from the point of view of a man like me, I mean, that's quite a lot of money. But I can assure you that that is kind of the minimum. That is a kind of a minimum budget. There are a lot of things that are not included there. For example, the issue of billboards. Those big billboards that you see, I've not included that. I mean, the t-shirts and the chitenges, they are not included in that. And I don't intend to make t-shirts. So please bear with me. I am not able to make t-shirts. Of course, somebody spoke to me, I think 2 days ago, that he is interested in doing t-shirts for me. If that person comes forth, then I will do t-shirts. But otherwise, I don't have money to do t-shirts. I don't have money for vitenges. And I don't have money for these big billboards. So I'm not going to do billboards. Unless, of course, somebody comes in and offers me to do those billboards. This time around, ECZ has directed that we are not supposed to hold rallies, which actually works out well for me because, just to conduct one rally, it requires a lot of money. Just to conduct one rally, it requires a lot of money. And then, what other issues? Let's reduce that volume. Yeah. Then what else? I mean, TV adverts, radio adverts. I'm not able to do those kind of things. So I am kind of working on a very, very low budget. I'm working on a very, very low budget because I don't have a lot of money. And sometimes really I wonder how some of these politicians manage to spend so much money. And you wonder to say, okay, they are spending so much money for what? How are they going to recover this money? I think this is where corruption comes in. Because if you spend so much money, like the money that I see some of these politicians spreading all over, I mean, they are spending all that money for what? How are they going to get that money? Frankly speaking, I think I am comfortable where I am, not spending so much money, because these are the kind of things that bring corruption. You get a lot of money from some of these people with ulterior motive. When you are in the office, then they start pestering you for this and that, and corruption creeps in. I don't want that. When I get into Lusaka City Council, I will try as much as possible to fight corruption. I am not interested in corruption. I want to make sure that we fight corruption together and we do the right thing. Those of you that are able to contribute anything, I would really, really appreciate. I thank you, those of you who have called me. Some people have called me. I think I'm talking about 6 people who have called me, and they have made pledges that tomorrow morning they will be sending the money. I am most grateful to one of the NGOs that has come forth to offer to do the PVT for us, the voter, the parallel voter tabulation. One NGO has come forth and they have offered that they will do the PVT for us. Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to meeting you, next week. Then I've got also one gentleman who has come forth offering his light truck. He has offered the light truck. He has got a light truck, I think 3-ton, he said, 3-ton truck, and he has offered it that we can use it. Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to meeting you on Friday. And yeah, so people have come forward, and this, my brothers and sisters, those of you who are doubting, this mayorship is going to Chilufya Tayali. This mayorship is going to Chilufya Tayali because I've received overwhelming response from different people who are supporting me, who are even willing, to contribute resources. This just shows that I think God has ordained this time. Whatever happened, me going into sales, I think God was just preparing a way. Because frankly speaking, if PF had not thrown me in sales, I don't think I would have contested as mayor. But by them throwing me in the sales, it opened this way. I think God has his own way of doing things sometimes. So thank you very much for all the support that you are giving me. I know this one, we are taking it, and I can assure you I will not disappoint you. Lusaka City will never be the same after Chilufya Tayali is sworn in. Lusaka City will never be the same. I am inspired by what late President Michael Chilufya Sata did when he was governor of Lusaka. I hope I can measure up to the kind of leader that he was. I hope I can do that, and I am quite determined to do good. So you will be happy that you voted for me. Those of you who are not able to contribute anything, your contribution will be a vote. Give me your vote, and let's show others that transparency is possible. Corruption can be fought. Delivery efficiency can be there. Development is possible. Equity is possible. Give me that vote, and I can assure you the Lusaka will never be the same. I am sure that when I get in there, when I get in that office, things will change. Starting with council workers. You people at Civic Center, you people who are paid by Lusaka City Council, when I come into office, this issue of delayed salaries will have to stop. I strongly believe that Lusaka City Council makes money not to fail to pay workers. It is not right that workers are going, without being paid a few days into another month, or sometimes even going into arrears. I don't think this is right for a Lusaka City Council. No, the capital city. Why should it be like that? Rural, cities, rural councils can have those problems. Not Lusaka City Council, the capital city. It should be shining. It should be shining. I know Lusaka City Council at the moment has got debts. When I will be leaving office, I can assure you, I'll be leaving office with savings. With savings. Lusaka City Council will not be owing. Instead, people will be owing. I will work on the issue of land rates and so on and so forth. Most likely, I am looking at coming up with an amnesty, like the way Kingsley Chanda did when he went to ZRA. When Kingsley Chanda went to ZRA, he offered an amnesty for people to clear their debts and start on a new page. I think we can also do that with the ground rates, so that people can clear their debts and then start on a new slate. Anyway, let me get into that office. I'm sure we work very well with the Vamdala and Vamwansa. We work very well, the town clerk there. I'm looking forward to working with him at the civic center. Now, going to the issue of the running mate. Going to the issue of the running mate. Webster, Bulaya, you will not regret, I can assure you. You will not regret. You will be happy that you voted for me. You will be happy that you voted for me. Now, the issue of the running mate. Frankly speaking, it's not a choice I would prefer. It's not a choice I would go for if I were in Hakainde Hichilema's position. It's not a choice I would go for. I think, for me, I see a lot of women who can do much better than the two women that we have, both Professor Nkandu and BanaLumango. I think they are more vibrant women, more active women, more humane women who can do much better. But with that said, still, if I put the two, BanaLumango and Nkandu, certainly I would feel safer with the BanaLumango. I would feel safer with BanaLumango because Nkandu, she's just too harsh. Nkandu, she's just too harsh and very difficult to engage. Nkandu, you don't engage Nkandu. You are mostly quarreling. You are most quarreling. It's difficult to reason with Nkandu. All the ministries where she has been, wherever she has been, all she does, kula la kanavantu. That's all. Nkandu kula la kafenavantu, kula la kafenavantu. She's ever quarreling with people. So that is not good for leadership. That is not good for leadership. And she quarrels with people at that level. Now imagine if she has got those powers. She's the president. Can you argue with her? You can't argue with her. So the levels of tolerance, the levels of, for lack of a better word, with due respect, please bear with me. I don't know which word I can use. But arrogance, it's just too much. You need a leader needs to a little bit, sometimes go down. Yes, all of us, we get upset. All of us, sometimes we have that attitude. But Mulilo, she's fire. She's fire. And such kind of people, it's difficult, it's dangerous when they have too much power, It's dangerous. No compromise. And then mano yali fulisha. Bamaeva Nkandu mano yali fulisha. I've been in meetings with her, and when she stands up to talk, I mean, she takes the floor. She takes the floor. She'll be talking. I mean, no ka sense to say no. There are others also who want to speak. It's like our opinions are larger than anybody else. You know. Now that again is not very good for a leader. Whilst if you look at BanaLumango, BanaLumango, I think she's more of a mother. She's more of a mother. She can be emotional, but I think she's more of a mother. You don't see arrogance in BanaLumango. Yeah, in terms of intellectual capabilities, yes, BaLuo is better, because you can even hear in the arguments, BaLuo is better. But I think I would rather go for somebody who is more humane than one who is more educated and patronizing everyone, making everyone feel to say, hello, I'm the professor here. You know, I would rather go for somebody who is less educated but has got that kahat of a mother. And yes, I'm not saying that BanaLumango doesn't have emotions. I've seen her also get emotional, but she is more of a mother. She is more of a mother. She is more of a good heart, if I could say. I think BanaLumango na bali kwatakwa kamutima akasuma, umutima uanakako, umutima usuma. So given the two, if I want to choose, though not my best choice, I would rather go for BanaLumango because she's got a softer heart. She's more humble. She's more humane. Whilst Nkandu, she's more hard-hearted. She's more arrogant. She's more, confrontational, and given too much power, I don't think she can do very well. Because I'm discussing this bearing in mind that when the president dies, and God forbids either of them, you remain with the vice president. And I shudder to think of Nkandu as president. I think most of us would be in problems. I don't know what Nkandu will be saying. I don't know what Nkandu will be saying, but I have a consolation. I'm no longer working with the PF, so I don't have to worry about her. And you give me a job as mayor, so I'll just be in my lane working as a mayor. When they go wrong, I'll be able to speak because I'll still retain as the Economic and Equity Party leader. So what will be happening at national level, I'll be able to give my view as an opposition leader whilst working as a mayor. If the PF wins, if Hakainde Hichilema and BanaLumango wins, very well, I'll still remain Economic and Equity Party leader. I will be now the opposition that will offer checks and balances to the UPND whilst working as a mayor. So this deal is actually working out very well. It's actually working out very well for you people as citizens of this country. It's working out well, and for the nation, because now that you are giving me a job as mayor with a salary, I will not be Mushani Nagwali. I will be able to speak objectively as a leader of opposition, Economic and Equity Party, and working as a mayor. So through my work as a mayor, I will be paid, and that will sustain me. And since it will sustain me, I will not be a Mushani Nagwali. I will be able to offer the checks and balances properly. I will be able to say things as they are without ukutina tia nganarande fi ka 5 pinta ka moneke nganarande fi I'll be free. So please consider this as something that will work both